Sit, Ari. Even you can sit there.
Where's the children?
But not seek refuge in thee. In thee.
Ajay, we only got one mic, yeah?
See another chorus, Mike.
See the chorus thing.
Check sound. Check sound. Sound 1 2. Check sound. Check sound. Sound 1 2. 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 Yes. Yeah, it's need double mic. Where's the Wait. Just wait. I want one more. One more mic. Yeah, besides this one more. Check another one. We need two for chorus. Where's my round? Seven. Where's that? Morning I have that thing.
It's coming up. Leave this here. I'm going to leave this here because he's going to sing second. Yeah, leave it here. You first.
Namaskar or Jai Shri
Yes, yes.
Ram, dear devotees. On this most auspicious occasion of the Shri Ram Pran Prastishta celebration,
chick sound.
which is always in a dietary series and a divine opportunity.
This is the true heart that peoples all over the world have been waiting for 500 years. आपके प्राण हमारे प्रिय राम जी अपने जन्म को भी आए थे. An emotional and victorious moment of Jesus. नाम के साथ आगे नाम का झालक आगे राम नाम बोले बड़ा अच्छा लगता है.
To start off this divine function, I hand you over to our first Acharyaguru, Dr. Ayodhyas
Oh, he's got mic.
who will do the opening prayer
He's got a mic.
and two bhajans.
बोलिए श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्री गणेशाय नमः. श्री गणेशाय नमः. श्री गणेशाय नमः.
आज हम भक्ति से नम्र बनकर आपके चरणों में आए हैं. आपको हृदय में धारण कर हम अपने मन और आत्मा को पवित्र बनाते हैं. आपकी शरण में रहकर हम अपने दुर्गुणों को धोना चाहते हैं. हे दीनबंधु, कृपा सिंधु प्रभु, आपके ऊपर श्रद्धा और विश्वास रखकर आपकी कृपा से हम इस सागर को सुखपूर्वक पार कर सके. हे सच्चिदानंद स्वरूप भगवान, हम निष्पाप मन से यहाँ आपकी प्रार्थना उपासना करने उपस्थित हुए हैं. हमें सद्बुद्धि दीजिए, हमें सद्मार्ग दिखाइए, हमें सत्कर्म की तरफ प्रेरित कीजिए. O Lord, with all humility and devotion, we are assembled here to offer our praise to Thee. With Thee placed in our hearts, we desire to purify our mind and soul. In Thy care and protection, we wish to wash our sins. O friend of the poor and ocean of mercy, with faith and trust in Thee, may we be able to complete the end of our life's journey happily. O source of all intelligence and bliss, we sit at Thy feet with a clear conscience. Grant us wisdom, show us the path of righteousness, and enable us to perform true and noble deeds.
ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। गणेशाय शरणं गणेशाय शरणं गणेशाय शरणं नमो नमः। 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 राम सीता शरणं 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 नमो नमः। राम सीता शरणं राम सीता शरणं राम सीता शरणं नमो नमः। राम सीता राधा कृष्ण शरणं राधा कृष्ण शरणं राधा कृष्ण शरणं नमो नमः। राधा कृष्ण शरणं राधा कृष्ण शरणं राधा कृष्ण शरणं नमो नमः। राधा कृष्ण शरणं राधा कृष्ण शरणं राधा कृष्ण शरणं नमो नमः। राधा कृष्ण शरणं नमो शिवा शंकर शरणं शिवा शंकर शरणं शिवा शंकर शरणं नमो नमः। शिवा शंकर शरणं शिवा शंकर शरणं शिवा शिवा शंकर शरणं शिवा शंकर शरणं शिवा शंकर शरणं नमो नमः। शिवा शिवा शंकर शरणं शिवा शंकर शरणं नमो नमः। गणेशाय शरणं गणेशाय शरणं गणेशाय शरणं नमो नमः। गणेशाय शरणं गणेशाय शरणं गणेशाय शरणं नमो नमः। गणेशाय शरणं नमो नमः। गणेशाय शरणं नमो नमः। बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। अयोध्यावासी राम दशरथ नंदन राम जानकी जीवन राम जय राम राम रामा। नंदन जय सिया राम दशरथ नंदन जय सिया राम जानकी जीवन सीताराम जानकी जीवन सीता कब से मेरो रही हो कब से जय राम राम रामा। अयोध्यावासी राम दशरथ नंदन राम जानकी जीवन राम जय राम राम रामा। रघुनंदन जय सिया राम जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम सीताराम जानकी जीवन सीताराम कब से मेरो रही हो जय राम राम रामा। अयोध्यावासी राम दशरथ नंदन राम जानकी जीवन राम जय राम राम रामा। जय जय रघुनाथ जय जय सिया राम। जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम। भजले भजले सीताराम। बिगड़ी मेरी बना दे। जय राम राम रामा। अयोध्या वासी राम दशरथ नंदन राम। जानकी जीवन राम। जय राम राम रामा। जय राम राम रामा। जय राम राम राम। You and Vanessa will do the Hanuman Chalisa, then do this last.
Yeah, but not now.
No, I know.
Usually
Yeah.
then after that.
Yeah.
के अवतारी राम जी की निकली सवारी। राम जी के लीला है न्यारी न्यारी। राम जी के लीला है न्यारी न्यारी।
राम जी के निकले सवारी। राम जी के लीला है न्यारी न्यारी।
एक तरफ लक्ष्मण एक तरफ सीता। बीच में जगत के पालनहारी। राम जी की निकली
राम जी के लीला है न्यारी। राम जी के निकले सवारी। राम जी के लीला है न्यारी न्यारी।
तीरे चला रथ हो रखवाले। तो एक बर क्या हो बोले भाले। हो एक बर क्या एक बार देखे जीना भरेगा। 100 बार देखो फिर जी करेगा। व्याकुल परे कब से करे। कुल भरे कब से करे है दर्शन के प्यासे सब नर नारी। राम जी की निकली सवारी, राम जी के लीला है न्यारी न्यारी।
राम जी के निकली सवारी, राम जी के लीला है न्यारी न्यारी।
चौदह बरस का वनवास पाया, माता पिता का वचन निभाया।
पिता का वचन निभाया,
धोखे से हर ली रावण ने सीता, रावण को मारा लंका को जीता।
रावण को मारा लंका को जीता।
कब कब ये आए, कब कब ये आए, कब कब ये जब जब ये दुनिया आई वो पुकारी। राम जी की निकली सवारी, राम जी के लीला है न्यारी न्यारी।
राम जी के निकली सवारी, राम जी के लीला है न्यारी न्यारी।
एक तरफ लक्ष्मण एक तरफ सीता, बीच में जगत के पालनहारी। राम की निकली सवारी, राम जी के लीला न्यारी न्यारी। राम जी की निकली सवारी, राम जी के लीला न्यारी न्यारी। राम जी की निकली सवारी, राम जी के लीला न्यारी न्यारी। बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय।
राम ने बोला बहुत खुश, श्री राम आने के लिए।
जब हमें श्री राम का आशीर्वाद प्राप्त करता है, ये नश्वर बुराई को कभी नहीं आता।
I literally know the craftsman. These guys became well-known in our Hindu community, and he would enlighten us a little more on the significance of this auspicious occasion.
We now turn it over to Pandit Salim Maharaj.
जय श्री राम। प्रिय सज्जनों, हमारे हजार हजार नमस्कार, अभिनंदन और मैं स्वीकार इस बहुत ही शुभ अवसर। हमारी प्रार्थना है कि हमारे सर्वशक्तिमान शरण कृपा सिंधु प्रभु श्री राम के प्रति आशीर्वाद हमेशा। गोस्वामी तुलसीदास जी हमारे श्री रामचरितमानस में ऐसे लिखे, सिया राम के सबे जगे जानी, करहु प्रणाम जोरी जुग पानी। जप है नाम जन आरन भारी, मिजहु की संकट होए करहु विचार सुजन मन माही। प्रेम से बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। सीताराम चरिते अति पावन, मधुर सरस अरु अति मन भावन। पुनि पुनि कितने कितने सुनाई, यही की प्यास भुजत न बुझाई, यही की प्यास भुजत न बुझाई। फिर से बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। धन्यवाद प्रोग्राम डायरेक्टर, loving family. I greet you this afternoon in the wonderful, the most auspicious name of
very shortly in our Bharat desh, Bhagwan Sri Ram will be returning to his Janmabhoomi as the program director indicated. कि भगवान श्री राम एक बार फिर से वापस लौटे। Loving family, the Sri Ramacharitamanus takes us to the 1631. जहाँ प्रभु श्री राम की जन्म, भगवान श्री राम born in Ayodhya or placed in Ayodhya, तो राजा दशरथ और माता कौशल्या। भगवान श्री राम इसी पे थे मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम। The ideal personality of all of us. दो अक्षर से नाम है राम और माँ, अग्नि अक्षर नाम से जुड़े हुए राम नाम हमेशा के लिए राम नाम का स्मरण करें। Loving family, Ayodhya, how blessed is Ayodhya, where भगवान श्री राम राम लला will be born. With the greatest of love, the chanting of powerful Vedic mantras to establish the law, to bring a divine unity. After a period of around 5 centuries, the great Lord, Sri Ram, will once again, with great puja, singing of bhajan kirtans, will once again give birth in one of the most holiest places to be known, Sri Ram Janmabhoomi, Tirth-Kshetra. We know Kurukshetra. Kshetra is a Sanskrit word, and appears in the place of Kurukshetra. This is where the Lord in all his magnificence will once again be given his rightful place, along with Surya Narayana. Surya Narayana. Narayana is one of the many names of God. Along with Devi Bhagavati, Bhagavan Mahadev Shankar,
सत्कार by Mata Kaikai that he must go and reside in the forest for 10 and 4 years. Not 4 years. Sounds a little less than 14. And Bhagavan Sri Ram says to Mata Kaikai, for a small and trivial thing like that, my father is agonizing. I will immediately set forth for the forest and honor my father's word. Raghukul rite sada chali aayi, pran jaye par vachan Shri Ram Jai Ram Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. So he said, Raghukul rite sada chali aaye, pran jaye bar vachan na jaye. Honoring one's word. Honoring one's word is very important. I've just been told to quickly finish up, round up here. Loving family, all I want to say, let us all emulate, to some extent, the character of Sri Ram. We cannot be like him, but we can make attempt to be like him. All he wants from us, in conclusion, I say this, devotion. As he said to Ma Shabri, devotion is all he looks for. I will end this with this one, or two more. रामचरित मानस में लिया गाया, तुलसी कृपे कथा सुनाई, कह रघुपति सुनो पाम निभाता, मानव से के भक्ति के नाता. Lord wants our devotion only, loving family. So much so that a boatman didn't want to let go of the Lord. He wanted to be with the Lord all the time. And in this final little bhajan, or parts of it, it says, Meri naiya mein Lakshman Ram, Ganga Maiya tere baho. Meri naiya mein Lakshman Ram, गंगा मैया धीरे बहो मैया धीरे बहो, धीरे बहो मैया धीरे बहो. So the question the poet asked us, कौन से गंगा कौन से नैया, कौन लक्ष्मण राम, गंगा मैया धीरे बहो. Who is this Ganga? Who is the owner of this Naya? Who is Lakshman Ram? Poet answers it. Bhagirath ke Ganga केवट की नैया भागीरथ की गंगा, केवट की नैया राजा दशरथ पुत्र लक्ष्मण राम। बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद पंडित जी आपके भाषण के लिए। Ladies and gentlemen, it is a very hot day. There is more water at the back of the hall. If you require some, just put up your hand and it will be brought to you. I now hand you over to the Pietermaritzburg Sanatan Vedram Sabha, who will render 2 more bhajans.
बोले श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। Our Benjis will render the Sri Hanuman Chalisa. And as you know, the greatest devotee of Bhagavan Sri Ram was Sri Hanumanji. And whenever his words or his name is taken, we have to show obeisances and show respect for Bhagavan Sri Ram. मेरे मन में हनुमान, मेरे तन में हनुमान, मेरे सीने में है हनुमान। महावीर स्वामी हनुमान, बजरंगबली हनुमान, बाबा मेरे हनुमान। बोले श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय।
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रजा, निज मन मुकुर सुधार। भरनो रघुबर बिमल यशा, जो दायक पलचार। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके, सुमिरो पवन कुमार। भल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि, हरहु कलेश विकार। जय हनुमान जय हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान। जय हनुमान जय हनुमान, जय 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 हनुमान। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीश तिहु लोक उजागर। रामदूत तुलित बलधामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी, सुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। कंचन वरन विराज सुवेशा, कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा। हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराज, कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साज। शंकर सुवन केसरी, नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंश। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर, राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र करिबे को रसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिया दिखावा, विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर सवार, रामचंद्र के काज सवार। जय हनुमान जय हनुमान,
जय 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 हनुमान।
जय हनुमान राम को पेड़ कपाल चाहे कवि को विद कर सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव कीना राम मिलाए राज पर दीना तुम्हारो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर पर सब जग जाना युग सहस्र योजन पर बाण लीलोताई मधुर पल चारु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेली मुख माई जल दिलाई गई कछ रचनाई दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे भेटे जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय 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 हनुमान
जय हनुमान जय हनुमान
जय 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 हनुमान
लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसो सुरभूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। शरणम।
नीलाम भुजश्याम मलगो मलंगम सीता संहारो पीतवामभागम। पानो महशायकचारुचापं नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथं। नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथं। जय जय राम जय राम। जय जय राम जय राम। जय जय राम जय राम।
जय जय राम जय राम।
जय जय राम जय राम। जय जय राम जय राम।
जय जय राम जय राम। जय जय राम जय राम।
भय प्रकट कृपाला दीन दयाला कौशल्या हितकारी। हरि सिद्ध महाधारी मुनि मनहारी। अद्भुत रूप विचारी। लोचन अभिरामा तनु घनश्यामा। निज आयुध भुज सारी। भूषण वनमाला नयन विशाला। शोभा सिंधु करारी। जय जय राम जय राम। जय जय राम जय राम। जय जय राम जय राम। जय जय राम जय कहा धोई कर जोरी स्तुति तोरी। कहे विधि करहु अनंता। माया गुण ज्ञाना तीत अमाना। वेद पुराण भयंता। करुणा सुख सागर सब गुण आगर। जहि गावहि श्रुति संता। सो मम हित लागी जन अनुरागी। जहि प्रगट श्रीकंता। जय जय राम जय राम। जय जय राम जय राम। जय जय राम जय राम। जय जय राम जय ब्रह्मांड निकाया निर्मत माया। रोम रोम प्रतिवेद कहे मम उर शोभासी। यह उपहासी सुनते घीरमति सिर न रहे। उपजा जब ज्ञाना प्रभु मुस्काना। चरित बहुत बीते कीन चाहे। कही कथा सुनाई मातु बुझाई। जहि प्रकार सुत प्रेम लहे। जय जय राम अति प्रियशीला यह सुख परम अनूपा। सुनी वचन सुजाना रोधन ताना होए बालक सुरभूपा। यह चरित गावे हरि पद पावे के नातूपा। जय जय राम जय राम जय जय राम जय राम जय जय राम जय राम जय जय राम जय राम। भय प्रगट कृपाला दीन दया हर्षित महधारी मुनि मनहारी अद्भुत रूप विचार। बोले श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री सनातन धर्म की जय। नमस्ते, थैंक यू एंड नमस्ते, थैंक यू।
A very big thank you to Peter Maritzburg's Sanatan Vedram Sabha for those scintillating bhajans. अब हम श्री राम को प्रकट करते हुए महसूस कर सकते हैं. You certainly made us feel the presence of Shri Ram. अब आपके मनोरंजन के लिए शर्मिष्ठा महाराज एक नृत्य पेश करेगी. And she will dance to the song मेरे घर राम आए हैं by Juban Notial. Give her a round of applause as we welcome her.
चौखट पे चल के आज चारों धाम आए हैं. बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में मेरे घर राम आए हैं. कथा शबरी की जैसे जुड़ गई मेरी कहानी से. न रोको आज धूने दो चरण आँखों के पानी से. बहुत खुश हैं मेरे आंसू के प्रभु के काम आए हैं. बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में मेरे घर राम आए
Ladies and gentlemen, I think that Sharmista deserves another round of applause. Jai Shri Ram. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed members of the community, it is my honor to introduce a distinguished individual who embodies the essence of service and expertise. As a revered senior member of our community and a dedicated medical professional, Dr. K.C. Devraj stands at the intersection of compassion and knowledge, enriching our lives through both his medical acumen and his unwavering commitment to the well-being of each individual under his care. Today, we are privileged to hear from a leader whose contributions extend beyond the realms of medicine, shaping the fabric of our community with wisdom, empathy, and a profound sense of responsibility. Please join me in welcoming Dr. K.C. Devraj.
Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya. My humble pranams to the divine, my humble pranams to our revered guests, Swami Guru Bhaktananda Ji, who is here with us, and our honored Panditjis, three of them here, Pandit Shanil Maharaj, Pranesh Indrajit, and Pandit Bob Maharaj. I recognize your presence and deep respect, and to one and each one of you. I think most of you know me, and by now you must be wondering, oh my God, supper, you're not going to have supper. So I promise this talk is going to be 10 minutes flat. Right. Now, first of all, it's my duty to do this, and I think I was not scheduled to do this, but you must recognize that, first of all, the sponsors of this afternoon's function is the Hindu Dharma Trust, of which our Sri Prem Kantilal, who you see up and down here, and he's our timekeeper for the speakers. So he's mostly behind it, the inspiration behind this. And with his team, including Sri Suren Singh, who's here with us now, and Ashin Singh, who's not here now, but oh, there's he here. I see Ashin. So I think these are the people who made today's function a success that it is. I think while I'm speaking, just to prevent the next part of the program not to be delayed, I'd ask Divar and Arya to come onto stage, if they're not already on, because they will be doing the next part of this program. In the meantime, I think let us go through this. I'm going to take 11,000 years. Right? But now I'm going to run this in 10 minutes past you. All right? So we're going to go, and as soon as I say next slide, then you press the button there. Right? Now the Ramayana is what is part of our scripture. Remember the Ramayana and Mahabharata, right? It is called a itihasa. Itihasa means, the translation is as it was, so it's history. The word history comes from the word itihasa. It starts off with somebody called Ratnakar, who was a caravan robber. And a caravan robber was an evil man. He did lots of bad things. And one day, he met Narada Muni, who was a celestial sage. And Narada Muni then tried to teach him to say Rama, Rama, Rama. But Ratnakar was so immersed in doing bad and doing evil that he could only use the word Mara, Mara, Mara. So Narada Muni said, okay, no problem, you say Mara, Mara, Mara. And at the end of the day, as he was saying Mara, 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 Rama, it carried on, so he began to say Rama, automatically. So, from that point onwards, when later, many years later, when Narada Muni came past, he could hear Rama, Rama, Rama coming from an anthill. So when he looked inside this anthill, he found a man saying Rama, 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 and it was the Ratnakar. So because it was the ant heap, he was called Valmiki. Next slide. Thanks. Right. We're going to run through a brief CV of Lord Ram. Right. Lord Ram, right. Birth of Lord Rama is called Rama Janma. That's why we are here this afternoon. Right. He was born in a town called Ayodhya in present-day Uttar Pradesh in India. His date of birth has been defined scientifically by so many artifacts and scientific evidences to be the 29th of November in the year 12,240 BCE. So that's 12,000 years, so add 2024, so that's 14,000 years ago. Next slide. His father was King Dasharatha. He was the king of the area there called Kaushalya, and the capital of Kaushala was Ayodhya. Next slide. Right, his CV continued. His biological mother was Queen Kaushalya. Right. Also his stepmothers were Queen Kaikeyi, and who was the mother of Bharata, and Sumitra was the mother of Lakshmana and Shatrughna. They were twins. Right. He marries the daughter of King Janaka. Next slide. Right, you will all remember this here, that the king had 3 wives. Right, these are all the 4 children that they had. Next slide. Right, and at a Swayamvar, right, of Sita's father had, Lord Rama broke this bow of the Shiva Dhanush of Lord Shiva. And so he qualified, he strung the bow and he broke it. And you can see there was a thunderous noise, and this was the scene next at the Swayamvar. Next thing, he marries Sita, the daughter of King Janaka. Next slide. Right. Now comes the problem. Now this poor king Dasharatha had woman problems, so his second wife decided, no, this is not good enough. We can't let Rama, because Lord Rama was destined to be the king of Ayodhya. And so there she goes, typical, she might be coming from Pietermaritzburg, lying on the floor, throwing a tantrum. You promised me 2 things. You promised without condition. And there she wanted the 2 wishes fulfilled. Next slide. Sorry, it's slightly off the center of the screen. Can I just move this a little bit this way? Thanks, okay. Right, so what she wanted, 2 things. She wanted 2 things, that she wanted Rama to go into exile for 14 years and Bharata to rule. And this is the scene when they're leaving Ayodhya. Next slide. Right, this is now, they left that entourage behind. Ram, Sita and Lakshmana went into the forest. Sita and Lakshmana said, we are accompanying Lord Rama. Next slide. And then they had several trials and tribulations on the way. Right, one of them was that they met a demoness called Shurpanakha, right, who was so enamored with Lord Rama. Lord Rama said, I'm married, there's my wife Sita. She said, no, I want you. So Lakshmana, who was now the protector of Lord Rama in that phase, took it upon himself to try to dissuade Shurpanakha. And in so doing, he hurt her nose or damaged her nose or cut off her nose, as they say. Next slide. She said, guess what? I'm going to call my brother for you. Oh, you in trouble, boy. Right, so who's the brother? Ravana, King Ravana. Next slide. So anyway, she goes and tells Ravana, and unaware of all of this, here they are, Rama, Lakshmana and Sita in the forest. And you know the story. There, Marichi, the demon, disguised himself as a golden deer. And when Lord Rama went to get the deer, Ravana came and he abducted Sita while this hunt was going on. Next slide. Right, here's this abduction now. Fortunately, this is one of the few photos that we have. It's a trail footage, trail camera footage, if ever you know what that is. That shows live animals in the trail. You put a camera and you see tigers and lions roaming around. This was one such, but this comes from a film. Next slide. Right, there's he in his chariot, right, and he takes Sita away to Lanka. Next slide. Right, here in Lanka, right, in the Ashok Vatika, the Ashok garden, right, they're trying to convince Sita, you know what, you should marry Lord Ravana, right, he's a good chap, here's all the jewels, and they're trying. I thought initially that this was a laptop, but it looks like a box, like a jewelry box. But anyway, they tried to do all that. No, no way. Next slide. Right. Then, in the meantime, Lord Rama is hunting for Lord Sita, so he goes down south. He's been given some clue that they went right to the tip of the southern tip of India. But on the way, who they meet? Lord Hanuman, the hero of the story, really. Right, next slide. Right, and remember when Lakshmana got into a fight with Indrajit, Indrajit's arrow pierced Lakshmana, and he was mortally wounded. But in order to revive him, Lord Hanuman came up and said, yes, I will find this herb, the Sanjeevani herb. It's a mythical herb, but they think it exists somewhere in India. And he thought, no, I can't find whichever is Sanjeevani, let me bring the whole mountain. So he brought the whole mountain and he came. Next slide. Right, so now they finally knew that Sita is in Lanka across the sea. So in order to get to Lanka, they had to build this bridge, right, which is present day. You can see it from a satellite. It's called Adam's Bridge, the real thing that happened between Rameshwaram and Lanka, right, and that's how they built it. They put the word Ram on each stone, and these stones floated on the water and formed a bridge. Next slide. Right. Who's the first person they reach there? When they get there, who's going to prevent them from entering and trying to rescue Sita? Ravana's brother. He sent his brother. Right. Kumbhakarna, who sleeps for 6 months. Lazy fellow. Right. He sleeps for 6 months and he eats for the other 6 months. So anyway, this is Kumbhakarna. They defeat him. Next slide. And finally, right, Lord Hanuman is now involved in this war, and they burn Lanka. Remember, they set fire to his tail. So with that fire on his tail, he went around Lanka and he burnt Lanka down. Next slide. Right, and here's Lord Rama finally accosting Ravana. Right, and you know, just before this, a very, very powerful, and I think you must take one little message away. Aditya Hridayam Stotram, which is about 20 verses of the Ramayana. One of the most powerful verses in the world, really. It gives you protection. It's such a powerful mantra that people repeat it. Aditya Hridayam Stotram is part of the Ramayana. Anyway, this is what happens when Lord Rama then defeats Ravana. Next slide. And he's the hero. He saves his wife Sita, and they go happily back to Ayodhya, and he is coronated. Next slide. Right, there's it. Right, the coronation of Lord Rama. Next slide. Right, now with 2 minutes left, right, I'm going to tell you now, you would have seen this slide the last time I tried to tell you all of these things. This is the timeline of Hinduism. Hinduism is not just 200 years, they put it down as 200 years BC. No, no, no. We've got a history of something like 12,000 years, but Surya Siddhanta was written 25,000 years ago, highly mathematical. Anyway, there was a high culture in India at that time. So you'll see the timing of the Ramayana versus the Mahabharata. Next slide. Right. Currently, right now I'm bringing you to the present. Right, 11,000 years later. I've got 1 minute to do this. What they did was, when the Mughals came into India, they built a mosque over the Ram Janmabhoomi. Ram Janmabhoomi, Ram's birthplace. Right, that temple that existed. They built it, and they refused to let go of it until there was huge movement to break down the masjid, which was said to be in British records, was said to be unused. Next slide. Right. So anyway, with all the big legal battles that happened, finally they got permission to resurrect the Ram Mandir, which was below the mosque. There's so much of land in India, but the Mughals built it in order to humiliate the Hindus. They built it on top of the holiest shrines that we had. They did this in many places. But anyway, now it's been resurrected, it's been built. You see all this building that's going on. Next slide. And this is what the plan is. This is how it will look finally, right? And the next slide is yesterday's view of the Mandir, where the celebrations are happening, that this is now free. It's going to be, I think tomorrow is going to be the actual consecration where the Pran Prastishta for the idol of Lord Ram is being done. And that's the story in 10 minutes. All right. Now, with that, I think, is Divar and Arya ready?
We're going to do that now, yeah? Yeah, now.
Okay. Start.
So, dear brothers and sisters, give Dr. Devraj another huge. Yeah. Dear brothers and sisters, please give our Dr. Devraj another huge round of applause. I'm sure you all agree he's not only a brilliant doctor, but an excellent teacher as well. We have enjoyed the class today. राम जिनका नाम है,
अयोध्या जिनका धाम है,
संकट हरना जिनका काम है,
ऐसे रामचंद्र को हमारा प्रणाम है।
सियावर रामचंद्र की
जय।
जय।
We have now come to a very special item on our program, and that is the recitation of the 108 names of Bhagwan Sri Ramachandra. And this will be done by a very special youth, Divar Phale.
And joining Arya. And he will be joined by Arya Mizra. Give them a round of applause.
Right, Divar, Divar and Arya come to the front here. If you can see them over the podium. They are very brilliant children, I must say, academically, but also what's important is that they grew up in a spiritual, very spiritual environment. They are the grandchildren of our Prem Kantila, and sorry, yeah, they are the grandchildren of Prem Kantila, and they are learning music and philosophy, and as you can imagine, their Nana is very strict about their spiritual education. So they are a tribute to him and his encouragement. As you know, Nana would do this to all of us. But go ahead, and one will hold one.
Should I use this? I'll use this. Okay. We are going to be saying the 108 names of Sri Ram. Om Ramabhadraya Namaha.
The auspicious one.
Om Ramachandraya Namaha.
Moon like gentle.
Om Shashvataya Namaha.
The everlasting one.
Om Rajivalochanaya Namaha.
The lotus-eyed.
Om Shri Mate Namaha.
The abode of Lakshmi.
Om Rajendraya Namaha.
The king of kings.
Om Raghupungavaya Namaha.
The scion of the Raghu dynasty.
Om Janaki Vallabhaya Namaha.
The consorts of Janaki.
Om Chaitraya Namaha.
The triumphant.
Om Jita Mitraya Namaha.
The conqueror of his foes.
Om Janardanaya Namaha.
The refuge of the people.
Om Vishvamitra Priyaya Namaha.
The beloved of sage Vishvamitra.
Om Dantaya Namaha.
The unperturbed.
Om Sharanatrana Tatparaya Namaha.
The one who is determined to protect his devotees.
Om Bali Pramatanaya Namaha.
The slayer of Bali.
Om Vagmine Namaha.
The spokesman.
Om Satyavacha Namaha.
The speaker of truth.
Om Satyavikramaya Namaha.
The one who is truthfully powerful.
Om Satyavratataya Namaha.
The one of truthful vows.
Om Vratadaraya Namaha.
The one who is practicing penance.
Om Sada Hanuman Dashritaya Namaha.
The one who is always served by Hanuman.
Om Kausalyaya Namaha.
The son of Kausalya.
Om Karadvamsine Namaha.
The slayer of the demon Kara.
Om Viradavadapadantitaya Namaha.
The slayer of the demon Virada.
Om Vibhishana Paritrare Namaha.
The protector of Vibhashana.
Om Kodandakandanaya Namaha.
the one who broke the mighty bow,
Om Saptatala Prabedre Namaha.
the one who broke the seven-tailed trees,
Om Dashagriva Shiroharaya Namaha.
the slayer of 10-headed Ravana,
Om Jamagnya Mahadarpaya Namaha.
the destroyer of Jamadagni's son's arrogance,
Om Tantatantakaya Namaha.
the slayer of Tataka,
Om Vedantasaraya Namaha.
the essence of Vedanta,
Om Vedatmane Namaha.
the spirit of the Vedas,
Om Bhavarogasya Besajaya Namaha.
the reliever of earthly ailments,
Om Dushana Trishirohandre Namaha.
the slayer of Dusha Nestrishna,
Om Trimurtaya Namaha.
the embodiment of the three gods,
Om Trigunatmakaya Namaha.
the source of the three gunas,
Om Trivikramaya Namaha.
the Lord as Vamana,
Om Trilokatmane Namaha.
the source of the three planetary system,
Om Punyacharitra Kirtanaya Namaha.
the one whose story is a source of merit to those who sing it,
Om Trilokarakshakaya Namaha.
the protector of the three worlds,
Om Danvine Namaha.
the wielder of the bow,
Om Dandakaranya Kartanaya Namaha.
the dweller in the Dantaka forest,
Om Ahalya Shapa Shamanaya Namaha.
the reliever of Ahalya's curse,
Om Pitru Bhaktaya Namaha.
the worshipper of Father Dasharatha,
Om Varapradaya Namaha.
the giver of boons,
Om Jitendriyaya Namaha.
the conqueror of the senses,
Om Jita Krodaya
the
Namaha.
conqueror of anger,
Om Jita Mitraya Namaha.
the one who wins over friends,
Om Jagat Gurave Namaha.
the guru of the world,
Om Rikshavanara Sangatine Namaha.
the savior of the boars and monkeys,
Om Chitrakuta Samasharaya Namaha.
the Lord who took refuge at Chikrakuta hill,
Om Jayantatrana Varadaya Namaha.
the Lord who blessed Jayanta,
Om Sumitra Putra Sevitaya Namaha.
the Lord who is served by Sumitra's son, Lakshmana,
Om Sarvadevadi Devaya Namaha.
the Lord of all the gods,
Om Ritavanara Jivanaya Namaha.
the reviver of dead monkeys,
Om Maya Maricha Handre Namaha.
the destroyer of the demon Maricha,
Om Mahadevaya Namaha.
the great Lord,
Om Mahabhujaya Namaha.
the Lord of mighty arms,
Om Sarvadevastutaya Namaha.
the Lord who is praised by all the gods,
Om Saumyaya Namaha.
the calm one,
Om Brahmanyaya Namaha.
the absolute reality,
Om Muni Samstutaya Namaha.
the Lord who is praised by the sages,
Om Mahayogine Namaha.
the great yogi,
Om Mahadaraya Namaha.
the noble one,
Om Sugrifepsita Rajdadaya Namaha.
the Lord who returned to the kingdom to Sugriva,
Om Sarva Punyadi Kapalaya Namaha.
the giver of fruits and pious work, good karmas,
Om Smrita Sarvaga Nashanaya Namaha.
the remover of all the afflictions,
Om Adipurushaya Namaha.
the primal being,
Om Parama Pusharaya Namaha.
the supreme being,
Om Mahapurashaya Namaha.
the great being,
Om Punyodayaya Namaha.
the source of all blessings,
Om Dayasaraya Namaha.
the embodiment of compassion,
Om Purna Purushottamaya Namaha.
the most ancient person,
Om Smita Vaktraya Namaha.
the one who smiling speaks,
Om Mita Basine Namaha.
the one of moderate speech,
Om Purva Basine Namaha.
the one who rarely speaks,
Om Raghavaya Namaha.
the scion of the Raghu dynasty,
Om Ananta Gunam Gambiraya Namaha.
the Lord of infinite majestic qualities,
Om Dirodata Gunottamaya Namaha.
the Lord of valorous qualities,
Om Maya Munisha Charitraya Namaha.
the Lord who incarnated as a man through his Maya,
Om Mahadevadi Pujitaya Namaha.
the Lord who is worshipped by Lord Shiva,
Om Setu Krite Namaha.
the builder of bridges,
Om Jita Varashaya Namaha.
the conqueror of desires,
Om Sarva Tirtamaya Namaha.
the Lord who is the sum of all holy places,
Om Haraya Namaha.
the destroyer,
Om Shamangaya Namaha.
the dark complexioned one,
Om Sundaraya Namaha.
the beautiful one,
Om Suraya Namaha.
the valiant,
Om Pitavasase Namaha.
the Lord clad in yellow raiment,
Om Dhanurdaraya Namaha.
the bearer of the bow,
Om Sarva Yajna Dipaya Namaha.
the Lord of sacrifice,
Om Yajvine Namaha.
the sacrifice,
Om Jaramarana Varjitaya Namaha.
the conqueror of birth and death,
Om Vibhishana Prashtitatre Namaha.
the Lord who crowned Vibhishana on the throne,
Om Sarva Bharana Varjitaya Namaha.
the Lord who relinquished all adornments,
Om Paramatmane Namaha.
the supreme self,
Om Parabrahmane Namaha.
the supreme Godhead,
Om Sachidananda Vigrahaya Namaha.
the form of eternal bliss,
Om Parasme Jyotishe Namaha.
the supreme light,
Om Parasme Damne Namaha.
the supreme abode,
Om Parakashaya Namaha.
the supreme space,
Om Paratparaya Namaha.
the supreme beyond the highest,
Om Parashaya Namaha.
the supreme Lord.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Stay here. Stay here. We would now do a very short kirtan in English so that you will understand it, but the chorus is basically Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Say it. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Obviously it'll be in the song, all right, in a tune. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om. All right. So once they sing once, then you will sing the chorus. All right. It'll be a short 5 minutes. Now, I will introduce you to the rest of the Premraj grandchildren. They're coming on stage now. Right, you've met Divar and Arya. Then we have Shristi, Akshar, and Nihara. All right, they will all perform it. Normally, they will also play the harmonium and sing it. But we got them all here to sing it. I'll play the harmonium for them. Yeah?
Can you just put it there? Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Om Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Om Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Earth, water, fire, air and ether is Ram. In heart, mind, prana and senses is Ram. In the brain, blood, nerves and muscles is Ram. In sentiment, thought, word and action is Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya 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 Ram. Within is Ram, without is Ram, in front is Ram. Above is Ram, below is Ram, behind is Ram. To the right is Ram, to the left is Ram, everywhere is Ram. Without is Ram, within is Ram, Purnam is Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya 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 Ram. Truth is Ram, wisdom is Ram, bliss is Ram. Peace is Ram, power is Ram, and light is Ram. Love is Ram, mercy is Ram, beauty is Ram. Bliss is Ram, joy is Ram, purity is Ram. Shri Ram, Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya 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 Ram. Refuge, solace, path, Lord, witness is Ram. Father, mother, friend, relative, guru is Ram. Support, source, center, ideal, goal is Ram. Creator, preserver, destroyer, redeemer is Ram. Shri Ram, Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya 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 Ram. The goal ultimate of one and all is Ram. Attainable through faith, love, worship is Ram. Accessible to devotion and surrender is Ram. Approachable by prayer, japa and kirtan is Ram. Adoration to Ram, salutation to Ram, prostration to Ram. Shri Ram, Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya 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 Ram.
Give it up one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for the Prem Raj grandchildren. Brothers and sisters, I can tell you that the recitation of the 108 names of Sri Ram is no easy task, and they have done it so beautifully. Thank you very much to the youth for that. It is now our pleasure to welcome on stage the Sri Vishnu Bhajan group, who will render their first two bhajans.
Sound, 1, 2. जन्म सफल होगा री बंदी मन में राम बसाली मन में राम बसाली जन्म सफल होगा री बंदी मन में राम बसाली मन में राम बसाली. Ladies and gentlemen, Prem Namaste to you. On behalf of all of us who are performing here, I would like to say thank you to the organizers. It's truly an honor and a pleasure, and indeed destined for us to be here today to celebrate this momentous occasion, a victory of Sanatan Dharam over Adharam. हे राम नाम के मोती को सांसों की माला बना ले मन में राम बसाले राम पतित पावन करुणा कर और सदा सुख दाता मन में राम बसाले. So brothers and sisters, it is a joyous occasion, and may I ask that you please join in our bhajan. Please clap your hands. Let us celebrate in true Sanatan Dharam style, with love, with ecstasy. Bolo Ram, Aja Ram, Bolo Ram. 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 जन्म सफल होगा रे बंदे मन में राम बसाले मन में राम बसाले जन्म सफल होगा रे बंदे मन में राम बसाले मन में राम बसाले बोलो राम आजा राम बोलो राम आजा राम बोलो राम आजा राम बोलो 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 राम. हे राम नाम के मोती का सा सो की माला बना ले मन में राम बसा ले राम पतित पावन करुणा कर और सदा सुख दाता मन में राम बसा ले बोलो राम आजा राम बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम आजा राम बोलो राम. हे राम पतित पावन करुणा कर और सदा सुख दाता मन में राम बसा ले सरस सुहावन अति मन भावन राम से प्रीत लगा ले मन में राम बसा ले बोलो राम आजा राम बोलो राम
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 मोह माया है झूठे बंधन त्याग उसे तो प्राणी मन में
राम बसाले
राम नाम की ज्योत जला कर अपना भाग जगा ले
मन में राम बसाले
बोलो राम आजा राम बोलो राम
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 बोलो राम
बोलो राम आजा राम बोलो राम
राम भजन में धूप की अपनी निर्मल कर ले आया निर्मल कर ले आया राम नाम से प्रीत लगा के जीवन पार लगा ले मन में राम बसा ले जन्म सफल होगा रे बंदे मन में राम बसा ले मन में राम बसा ले बोलो राम आजा राम बोलो राम
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 बोलो राम आजा राम बोलो राम My dear brothers and sisters, we are all children of Bhagwan Sri Ram. And I stopped this bhajan only because I love you as much as you love me. And we love each other as much as Sri Ramji loves us. Is that true? I can't hear you. I can only hear this side. So I'm going to do this. All of you to the right of me, please. Bolo Ram, Aja Ram, Bolo Ram. Let's hear it. So, we know that supper is in waiting. Evidently, you have been waiting long. Let's hear to those to the left of me. Bolo Ram, Aja Ram, Bolo Ram. Bolo Ram, Aja Ram, Jai Ho! Bolo Ram, Aja Ram, जय हो।
बोलो राम जय राम बोलो राम
बोलो राम जय राम बोलो राम जय हो।
बोलो राम जय राम बोलो राम
बोलो राम जय राम बोलो राम बोलो राम जय राम बोलो राम बोलो राम जय राम बोलो राम
बोलो राम जय राम बोलो राम
बोलो राम जय राम बोलो
बोलो राम जय राम बोलो राम
बोलो राम जय राम बोलो राम
बोलो राम जय राम बोलो राम
जी बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की. Now tell me, Sri Ramji didn't hear that? And he's not only in Ayodhya, and I think you and I fully believe and understand that he's with us here tonight or this afternoon. And after we invoke him and invite him into our homes, there's no way under the sun we'll entertain anything negative, anything adharam in our hearts if Sri Ramji takes residence. So thank you once again to our talented musicians and each and every one of you who made today possible. Obviously, thank you to Bhagwan Sri Ramji. जब
संग के वतिया गिरे नदिया कौन पार लगाई
जय हो.
संग के वतिया गिरी नदिया कौन पार लगाई केवत राजा पार लगाई राम चरनिया पाई केवत राजा पार लगाई राम चरनिया पाई
जय हो.
जब राम चले बनवास अयोध्या चोर चले जब राम चले बनवास अयोध्या चोर चले
भजन कौन बनाई।
जब राम चले बनवास अयोध्या, चोर चले जब राम चले बनवास अयोध्या, चोर चले। नंगे के बतिया गिरे नदिया, कौन पार लगाई।
संग के बतिया गिरे नदिया, कौन पार लगाए।
केवट राजा पार लगाई, राम चरनिया पाई।
केवट राजा पार लगाए,
राम चरनिया पाई। जब राम चले बनवास अयोध्या, चोर चले जब राम चले बनवास अयोध्या, चोर चले जब राम चले बनवास अयोध्या, चोर चले जब राम चले बनवास अयोध्या, चोर चले। श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय।
Thank you, Shri Vishnu Bhajan Group, for those soul-stirring bhajans. They certainly were very dynamic. Ladies and gentlemen, I think they deserve another round of applause. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce our guest speaker for today, Swami Guru Bhaktananda. Swamiji came under the influence of Sri Swami Sahajananda, the spiritual head of the Divine Life Society of South Africa, in December 1970 at the tender age of 16. After qualifying in 1976 as a civil engineer in Glasgow, Scotland, he joined the ashram full-time for 30 years from 1980 to 2010. For 10 years, he worked very closely with Pujya Swamiji in all sections of the press. He was initiated by Swamiji in 1990 and known as Krishna Chaitanya. He was sent throughout the country for 20 years on fundraising until 2010. In 2011, he studied a 2-year course in Vedanta at Sandipani, Mumbai, followed by 8 years as an ashramite at Sivananda Ashram, Rishikesh. He was ordained as a sannyasin on Shivaratri, 27th February 2014, whilst at the ashram. On his return to South Africa in 2020, during COVID, he became a resident volunteer at the Aryan Benevolent Homes in Chatsworth for 2 full years. In October 2021, he was one of the 12 sannyasis who formed the Sannyas Spiritual Council of South Africa. To devote more time to pursue his writings in Vedanta, he took leave of the ABH to operate independently under the allegiance of DLS Rishikesh, India. I now hand you over to Pujya Swami Guru Bhaktananda.
Om. Om.
Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Om Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai, Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki Jai. Beloved brothers and sisters, my humble pranams to all elders, to the Panditji and all the officials of the Sanatan Ved Dharam Sabha and the Hindu Dharma Trust. I won't take too much time. I'll be about 10 minutes, but I wanted to mention to you the wonderful acting of Dr. K.C. Devraj. You know, he's shown you some of it today, but I've seen a lot of it earlier when Swami Sahajananda had asked for a play to be done entitled City of Benightedness. And Swamiji chose Dr. Devraj for a very special role, the one who mixes the mortar. He was not concentrating at all. He mixed the mortar as if it was water. You should see Dr. Devraj at that time on the stage. He was totally drunk. And in fact, Swamiji was wondering whether he was really drunk or what. So he asked Prem Kantila to organize a breathalyzer test. That's how good Dr. Devraj used to act. We also want to thank the group that's sitting on the stage at the moment. They have put us in such a mood that I don't feel like talking about the theme of my tour, which is renunciation. It will be totally out of place for this audience. So I'm going to go straight to the talk that I had prepared. Please forgive me, I'm going to read it because I don't want to go over the time and I also don't want to make mistakes. It's a very sensitive talk. I started with a preamble, very short preamble. The newly constructed Ram Janmabhoomi temple at Ayodhya offers the world a great opportunity to revive not only aspects of Hinduism, but all other religions as well, to bring about a resurgence among the world religions, to protect all religious faith in the face of growing neglect and decay of spiritual and religious values. This is a time for soul searching among all people who treasure such values. It is an occasion for us to come together and strengthen ourselves to face the huge challenge posed by the rampant materialistic forces that threaten to dominate the world. I'll start the talk entitled The Rising of a Temple of Unity and Harmony. That is the opening of the Ram Janmabhoomi Mandir. Jai Siya Ram. Everyone wishes to see harmony and righteousness triumph over discord and unrighteousness. This is a universal desire among people of all countries and all religions. This occasion, the auspicious opening of the Mandir in Ayodhya, has the potential to bring about an enormous leap in interfaith harmony and interreligious tolerance. That is the theme I have chosen for this very short talk. The word Ram stands for the supreme divinity, common to all mankind. It does not stand for a narrow sectarian divine being who favors one section of a community and opposes all other sections. Ram represents the deepest truth that upholds the highest values cherished by all human beings. Not everyone subscribes to such a broad view of spirituality. Ironically, the least support for it comes from the religious communities. An archaic portion of mankind persists to this day in the belief that their religion is superior to other religions, that their God is somehow greater and more powerful than that of others. This mode of thinking is today challenged at its very root as a temple of international unity arises in Ayodhya. The new temple appeals to the world at large to put aside its narrow walls of separation and ownership of values like love, compassion, righteousness, and justice. There really is no division in values, even as there is no division in subjects like physics, chemistry, mathematics, medicine, and all other sciences. Have you ever heard of Japanese physics being superior to European physics? The very thought itself is absurd. Yet, this divisive thinking is maximum in a field which is supposed to have the maximum unity and universality. Spiritual tradition in the land of Bharat has always been universal. No matter how many gods and goddesses there are in Bharat, or in the world for that matter, the country has always recognized the unity that threads them all together. This is a known fact. I'm not making a political statement. Bharat does not worship many gods as those outside it wish the world to believe. It worships the unity that exists in every god. To conclude, brothers and sisters, the Ram Mandir of today is not very different from any other monument in the world which upholds the values of peace and unity among mankind. Yet, it is special in the sense that it has brought people together from all parts of the world to recognize this unity in a most graphic manner. The whole world unites to usher in this monument of universal faith at a time when, purely for political reasons, one religion is seen not to tolerate another. If politics is put aside, it is not difficult to see that all religions promote the same basic values of truth and reconciliation. Religion, in the hands of politicians, loses its purity, and then even deeply religious people turn against one another. This is the sad reality we see today. May the Ram Mandir signify the onset of our release from all such narrow thinking, for it has no place in this modern world. May religious faith become universal by the opening of this temple in Ayodhya tomorrow. That is the true significance of this day to all mankind. Om. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters.
Thank you very much, Swamiji, for those most inspiring words, and thank you for sharing your pearls of wisdom with us. We would now like to welcome back on stage our dynamic and energetic dancer, Sharmista Maraj, who will render her last dance to the song Ram Padere by Tulsi Kumar.
जय राम राम सिया राम राम जय राम 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 जय राम राम सिया राम राम जय राम 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 जय राम राम सिया राम राम जय राम 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 पधार श्री राम पधार रघुकुल भूषण नाथ हमारे
राम पधारे श्री राम पधारे अवधपुरी में श्री राम पधारे राम पधारे द्वार हमारे राम पधारे
संग सिया के संग लखन के अखियों के तुम तारे राम पधारे श्री राम पधारे राम पधारे श्री राम सौंदर्य धारी मंगल भवना मंगलहारी अमृत जैसा नाम है इनका स्वर्ग श्री का धाम है प्रतिभाषी गुणवान मनोहर अधरों में मुस्कान मनोहर राम रमैया घट घट वासी गुण गाए सुर नर सन्यासी
घी के दीपक खूब जलाओ घर आंगन में चौक पुराओ घी के दीपक खूब जलाओ घर आंगन में चौक पुराओ तन मन वारों प्राणों से प्यारे तन मन वारों प्राणों से प्यारे अखियों के तुम तारे राम पधारे श्री राम पधारे राम पधारे श्री राम पधारे
शील शक्ति सौंदर्य धारी मंगल भवना मंगलहारी अमृत जैसा जैसा नाम है इनका स्वर्ग से रेखा धाम है भाषी गुणवान मनोहर अधरों में मुस्कान मनोहर राम रमैया घट घट वासी गुण गाए सुर नर सन्यासी केवट तारा शबरी तारी सुध लेने अब आए हमारी केवट तारा शबरी तारी सुध लेने अब आए हमारी कब से अयोध्या राह निहारी कब से अयोध्या राह निहारी अखियों के तुम तारे राम पधार श्री राम पधार राम पधार श्री राम पधार राम पधार श्री राम पधार रघुकुल भूषण नाथ हमारे राम पधार श्री राम पधार अवधपुरी में श्री राम पधार
पेड़ से गिरे पत्ते नहीं है हम जाके कह दो तूफान से औकात में रहे राम भक्त है हम It now gives me great pleasure to hand you back to our dynamic bhajan group on stage who will render their last two bhajans.
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम 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 भज प्यारी तू सीताराम अयोध्या अयोध्या आए मेरे प्यारे राम बोलो जय जय श्री राम अयोध्या में ये मेरे प्यारे राम बोलो जय जय श्री राम हमारे आंखों के तारे प्रभु बोलो जय जय श्री राम राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम अयोध्या आए मेरे प्यारे राम बोलो जय जय श्री राम हमारे आंखों के तारे प्रभु राम बोलो जय जय श्री राम राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया राम जय युग राम राज्य का आ गया शुभ दिन ये आज का आ गया कोई जीत सनातन धर्म की घर घर भगवान लहराएगा जागा है अवध का भाग जी गूंजा है विजय का राग जी की संतों की अखियों से योग प्रमानाग के सज धज के ओ सज धज के लागे प्यारे राम बोलो जय जय श्री राम हमारे आंखों के तारे प्रभु राम बोलो जय जय श्री राम राम सिया राम सिया राम सिया बिन न कोई शक, राम के पत्ते में सबकी पलक, जीते सबके लिए ही सबक। जय श्री राम का नाम का नारा देता सुना अंबर का तक। किसी भी युग में नारे मेरे प्यारे राम, बोलो जय जय श्री राम, हमारे आंखों के प्यारे प्यारे राम, बोलो जय जय श्री राम। सरयू के धारे नाच रहे दोनों किनारे नाच रहे, सरयू की धारे नाच रहे दोनों किनारे नाच रहे। दसों दिशाएं झूम रहे, यहाँ चांद सितारे नाच रहे मन भक्तों के, यहाँ साधु सारे नाच रहे। राम की दुल्हनों के मगन सब राम दुलारे नाच रहे पर्वत पे शंकर देवी देवता नाच रहे। अयोध्या अयोध्या आए मेरे प्यारे राम, बोलो जय जय श्री राम, हमारी आंखों के तारे प्रभु राम, बोलो जय जय श्री राम। बाजे मंजीरे और मृदंग, हवा में उड़े केसरिया रंग, लौट आए हे रघुवंशी, सिया लखन हनुमते के संग। श्री राम जय जय राम, ओम श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम, ओम श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, ओम श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Friends, the one thing about Maritzburg, I've learnt this over the years, Maritzburgers never want satsang to end. Am I wrong or am I right? We like to take satsang home with us. We like to take it to our hearts. We like to make it as long as we can. Am I right? Because not so long ago I attended a Bhangra party. I think they went past midnight. There were no complaints, no yawning, no stretching of bodies. Everybody was in the groove. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Jai Jai Ram. Ayodhya aaye mere pyare Ram. बोलो जय जय श्री राम. श्री रामचंद्र भगवान जी की Dear friends, this is our last bhajan. And I dedicate it to all of those who we have lost during our lifetimes. This was one of my dad's favorite bhajans. I'm dedicating it especially to him and mom. And I would like for you to please join in. It's a very old bhajan. It's very popular. Tu hi sukh de, tu hi dukh de. Aao sab mil bolo. Tu hi sukh de, tu hi dukh de. Let's hear everybody together. Tu hi sukh de, तेरे चरणों में अपने चार उधाम, तेरे चरणों में we need our prayers to reach Ayodhya. You're going to have to be a little bit louder than you are right now. Hey Ram, 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 hey Ram. Bolo Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Bolo Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Jai Ram, Bolo Ram. Tu hi sukh de, tu hi dukh de. जय जय राम बोलो राम
जय जय राम बोलो राम जय जय
रामचंद्र तेरा नाम रामचंद्र तेरा नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान रामचंद्र तेरा नाम सबकी मदद दे भगवान रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव
राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम
तेरी दया जिस पर हो जाए तेरी दया जिस पर हो जाए बन जाए उसकी बिगड़े सारे काम हे राम हे राम हे बोलो राम जय जय राम बोलो राम जय जय राम बोलो राम
बोलो राम जय जय
मोह माया की बंधन छूटे मोह माया की बंधन छूटे जो भी जप ले मन से तेरा नाम तेरी शरण में जो भी आए तेरी शरण में जो भी आए रोम रोम में बस जाए उसकी राम हे राम हे राम हे राम हे राम हे राम Dear friends, before we take our departure, our dole player, Mr. Ashin Gayadin, has something special to offer to us. And as our farewell, I'm going to have to ask you, I know that singing, each one of you has special talent, and you're saving it for bigger occasions, and for maybe a bigger attendance, bigger crowd. But can I ask you to clap your hands? So we join in. We join in with Ashin Bhai. Hey Ram, hey Ram, hey Ram, Sitaram, 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 Bolo Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ho. Sitaram, 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 Bolo Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. तू ही सुख दे, तू ही दुख दे, तू ही सुख दे, तू ही दुख दे, तेरे चरणों में अपनी चाहो धाम। हे राम, हे राम, हे राम, हे राम। जय बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान जी की, पवन पुत्र हनुमान जी की, श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की। थैंक यू, नमस्ते।
One more time, dear brothers and sisters, a huge round of applause for Bhai Manoj, Danilal, his musicians, and the bhajan group for those most exhilarating bhajans, soul-stirring indeed. It gives me pleasure at this moment to call upon Pandit Kiran Satgur, who is the president of the Ved Dharam Sabha in Pietermaritzburg, and he will deliver a short address. Whilst we're waiting for him to come up, brothers and sisters, we are having a very good time today, aren't we? Jai Shri Ram. So we have a few more items on our program. It's not going to be extended too much more, and we ask you to continue enjoying yourselves, clapping, dancing, and really feeling the beat of Shri Ram. I now hand you over to Panditji.
My prem namaste to one and all of you. I have a very short, very, very short message. I would like to just thank the Hindu Trust for arranging a beautiful function of this nature, bringing all of us together under one roof, and especially enjoying the wonderful bhajans and kirtans that we heard throughout the afternoon. I bring you fraternal greetings from the Arya Samaj South Africa, and we equally stand with you and with other organizations for tomorrow's fantastic celebration. We wish everyone that will be following the inauguration and consecration tomorrow well, and we at the same time say that this has brought a renaissance in terms of our dharma throughout the world, not only in India, but throughout the world. My Prem Namaste to you.
Thank you very much, Pandit Kiran Satkur. जिनके मन में श्री राम है, भाग्य में उसके वैकुंठ धाम है, उनके चरणों में जिसने जीवन वार दिया, संसार में उसका कल्याण हो। बोलो सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। Our next item is a Ramayan recital by Pandit Shirley Maharaj. पंडित होने के साथ साथ वह एक हिंदी अध्यापिका भी है, जो प्रिसिस्ला आर्य समाज और पीटर मैरिट्सबर्ग सनातन वेदधर्म सभा में हिंदी पढ़ाती है। So let us put our hands together for Benji Shirley Maharaj.
जय श्री राम। प्रेम नमस्ते। इस अवसर पर रामायण पढ़ना वास्तव में सम्मान की बात है। हम श्री राम के इतिहास का हिस्सा है। मैं श्री रामचरितमानस नामक इस महाकाव्य को लिखने के लिए महान तुलसीदास जी को विनम्र श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करता है। Prem Namaste. It is indeed an honor to read from the Ramayana on this auspicious occasion. We are part of the history of Sri Ram. I make my humble obeisances to the great Sri Tulsidas ji for writing this epic known as Sri Ramcharitmanas. I will read from Balkand, Doha 188, which talks of Ram Janma. कौसल्यादि नारी प्रिय सब आचरण पुनीत, रामा सब आचरण पुनीत। पथि अनुकूल प्रेम दृढ़, हरिपद कमल बिनीत, रामा हरिपद कमल बिनीत। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय शरणम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। एक बार भूपति मन माही, बेगलानी मोरे सुत नाही। गुर गृह गय तुरत महिपाला, चरण लागी कर बनय पिसाला। निज दुख सुख सब गुरु ही सुनाओ, कही वशिष्ठ बहु विधि समुझाओ। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। धरहु धीर हो इह ही सुतचारी, त्रिभुवन विदित भगत भयहारी। श्रृंग हीर्षहि वशिष्ठ बोलावा पुत्र काम शुभ कयह करावा भगति सहित मुनि आहुति दीन प्रगट अग्नि चारु कर लीन है। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। जो वशिष्ठ कछु हृदय विचारा सकल काजु सिद्ध तुम्हारा, यह बिबाटी देहु निप जाई जथा जोग जे ही भग बनाई। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, ओम श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। तब दृश्य भय पावक सकल सबहि समुझाई रामा, सकल सबहि समुझाई। परमानंद मगन नृप हर्ष न हृदय समाई राम, हर्ष न हृदय समाई। A short explanation of what I've just read. Kaushalya and the other queens of Raja Dasrath were humble and pure. They were honest and sincere with their husband and had immense love and devotion to Sri Hari. एक बार राजा दशरथ बहुत दुखी थे क्योंकि उनका कोई संतान नहीं थी. At one time, Raja Dasrath was very sad because he had no children. He explained his predicament to his guru, Vashisht Muni, and Vashisht Muni comforted him and motivated him. Vashisht Muni ने राजा दशरथ से कहा कि आपको 4 पुत्र होंगे जो अपने अच्छे कर्मों के लिए प्रसिद्ध होंगे और जो भक्तों को भय से छुटकारा दिलाएंगे. Vashisht Muni told the king that you will have 4 sons who will be famous for their good deeds and who will rid the devotees of their fear. Vashisht Muni then called upon Shringi Rishi and made him perform a yagya for the birth of a son to Raja Dasrath. Shringi Rishi did this yagya with faith and devotion, and then Agni Dev appeared with an offering of kheer. Agni Dev said to Raja Dasrath, whatever Vashisht Muni's heart desires for you, for your well-being, has now been accomplished. From this chopai, we learn that it is important to seek advice, but we have to elicit this advice from someone who is trustworthy, knowledgeable, and most importantly, very objective, like Raja Dashrath did when he went to Vashisht Muni. Secondly, prayer must be done with faith and devotion, like Shringi Rishi did. And then the door of joy and happiness will open up for us all. Doha 189. तब अदृश्य भय पावक सकल सबहि समुझाई रामा, सकल सबहि समुझाई. परमानंद मगन नृप हर्ष न हृदय समाई राम, हर्ष न हृदय समाई. जय सिया राम जय राजा राम, जय राधे श्याम बोलो सीताराम. जय सिया राम जय राजा राम, जय राधे श्याम बोलो सीताराम. जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान. जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान. तब ही राय प्रिय नारी बोलाए, कौसल्यादि तहाँ चली आए. अर्घ भाग कौसल्यी दीन्हा, उभय भाग आधे कर कीन्हा. जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान. जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान बोलो के कह नृप सो दयाऊ, राहो सो अभय भाग पुनि भयऊ, कौसल्या के हाथ धारी, दीन सुमित्र ही मन प्रसन्नकारी। जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान। एहि विधि गर्भ सहित सब नारी, भाई हृदय हर्षित सुख भारी। जा दिन ते हरि गर्भ ही आए, सकल लोक सुख संपत्ति छाए। जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान। मंदिर मह सब राज ही रानी, शोभाशील तेज की खानी। सुख जुत कछुक काल चली गयऊ, जेहि प्रभु प्रगट से अवसर भयऊ। जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान बोलो जय हनुमान। जोग लगन ग्रह बार नीति तिथि, सकल भये अनुकूल, राम सकल भये अनुकूल। चर अरु अचर हर जुत, राम जन्म सुख मूल, रामा राम जन्म सुख मूल। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। अग्निदेव तब पूरी सभा को यह बताया कर गायब हो गए कि क्या जाना था। The fire god then disappeared after telling the whole assembly of what was to be done. Raja Dasrath was now overjoyed. Raja Dasrath then sent for his wives. When Kaushalya and the other queens arrived, he gave one half of the kheer offering to Kaushalya, whose son was going to be Ram, and divided the other into two parts, one of which he gave to Kaikeyi, whose son was going to be Bharat. The remainder was again divided into two parts, which after gaining approval of Kaushalya and Kaikeyi, he handed both these shares to Sumitra, whose sons were going to be Lakshman and Shatrughan. In this way, all the queens became pregnant. तो राजा दशरथ को कौशल्या और कैकेयी की अनुमति मिलने के बाद सुमित्रा को 2 हिस्से क्यों सौंप गए? Why did Raja Dasrath, after getting the approval of Kaushalya and Kaikeyi, then only hand over the shares to Sumitra? He was only being courteous by getting their approval, since they got 1 share each and Sumitra got 2 shares. He also had a deep sense of respect for his wives, because Raja Dasrath always had courtesy in his heart. He showed it in his character towards his queens. The queens during their pregnancy were very happy and cheerful. They also found a lot of peace in their lives, and this was because Sri Hari himself was in their wombs. Then came the day when Bhagwan was going to be revealed. जोग लगन गृह बार तिथि, सकल भये अनुकूल, रामा सकल भये अनुकूल। चर अरु अचर हर्ष जुत, राम जन्म सुख मूल, रामा राम जन्म सुख मूल। नवमी तिथि मधुमास पुनीता, शुक्ल पक्ष अभिजित हरिप्रीत, मध्य दिवस अति शीत न घामा, पावन काल लोक विश्रामा। शीतल मंद सुर विवाह बाऊ, हरिषत सुर संतन मन चाऊ। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। बन कुसुमित गिरी गन, मणियारा स्रवहि सकल सरितामृत धारा, सो अवसर बिरंचि जब जाना, चले सकल सुर साजि बिमाना। गगन बिमल संकुल सुर जूता, गवहि गुण गंधर्व बरूता। श्री राम जय जय राम, बरस ही सुमन सुअंजुलि साजु। गह गहि गगन द्रुदंद बिबाजु, स्तुति करहि नाग मुनि देवा। बहुविधि लावहि निज निज सेवा। श्री राम जय जय राम, सूर्य समून बिनती करी, पहुँचे निज निज धाम। रामा पहुँचे निज निज धाम। जन निवास प्रभु प्रगटे अकल, लोक विश्राम। राम अखिल लोक विश्राम। भय प्रगट कृपाला दीन दयाला, कौशल्या हितकारी। हर्षित महतारी मुनि मनहारी, अद्भुत रूप विचारी। लोचन अभिराम तनु घन श्याम, निज आयुध भुज चारी। भूषण बनमाला नयन विशाला, शोभा सिंधु करारी। ओम श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। कहा दुध कर जोरी स्तुति तोरी, के ही विधि करो अनंता। माया गुण ज्ञान अतीत अमाना, वेद पुराण संता। कर
Thank you for the very empty hall at this stage. But nonetheless, to those who are present, I want to say thank you for being here and being with us. Unfortunately, the program seems to have gone a little longer than we expected, but then that's also the unfortunate. I wasn't asked to give you a speech before the vote of thanks, but I'm afraid your stomachs come first, and I think you deserve to have a good meal. So, without further ado, I'm going to pass the vote of thanks. First of all, ladies and gentlemen,
और न दूजा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी, मार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी तुम पालन करता, सेवक तुम स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी सबके प्राणपति, किस विध मिलू दया में। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे, करुणा हस्त बढ़ाओ। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी पाप हरो देवा, श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। सब कुछ है तेरा, तेरा तुझको अर्पण। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जगदीश हरे। के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। राम राम